Hello, hello. How long has it been? Wow. Why am I not lighting up? Hold on. You good? Hold on. Something's up. Hello. Sorry about this. Why is it not? No? That's a bit strange. I should have troubleshooted this beforehand. I didn't think this would be an issue. It usually isn't. Oh, there we go. Oh, is it gonna? Kinda. Check? Is it going? Wonderful. Okay, I don't know if that's... Ooh, if that's gonna work. Why? This is normally... I never have to mess around with this. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna keep on yapping then. Alright, sweet. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Is this really not gonna work? Come on. Check out... What is my sensitivity right now? Hold on. Okay, whatever. You get quiet. I guess I'm quiet today. Is my mic even... Is it even picking up my mic? That's weird. I wonder why that is. Oh, that's... Shh, okay. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. Sweet. Okay, how's it going, everybody? It's been too long. It's like been like a month, hasn't it? Sorry, we'll get into that. How has it been? I've been busy, and I've been sick. I got sick pretty much as soon as I got back, and it's been a week. I think actually today marks exactly day 7 I've been sick, so that's nice. That's nice. Let me just check a couple things. All right, I think we're good to go. I do want to get something going because I don't want it to just be dead quiet while I talk about this. Let's get some something going. What works? Just something nice to have go into the background. Sure. Yeah, we can go with this. Summer morning jazz. Sure. All right then. That feels very loud. Let me... Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. How's it going? How's it going? I keep saying that. Oh, whoops. So, I've been busy. Because I was on the other side of the planet. But yeah, so today we're just gonna... I have some photos to share. I have some tips. I have all this stuff. Cool stuff. And... yeah, it's just... I have a lot to talk about. So, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright. So, hello, Penboo. Thank you for joining. Sorry if my voice sounds a little groggy. As I just said, it's, I got sick pretty much immediately after I got back. And I'm still recovering, so I'm not, like, totally 100% yet. By the way, is the music okay? It feels a little bit loud on my end, but that might just be me. All right. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? All right, sweet. Good to know the music's fine. Thank you for the wishes. All right, let's get into it. So first, I want to talk. I wasn't really planning on talking about the flight over, but I did kind of want to glaze Japan Airlines because it's actually a really good airline. There's the food on the left. It was quite good. This was they give you two. How it works is they give you 2 meals. This was the first one. The second one wasn't very good, but the first one was quite good. Wow, Shiragi, that's not very nice of you. The stream's only just started. Come on. Yeah, but the first meal was good, and they give you a little cup of strawberry ice cream too, which was nice. They even give you the wooden, like the little wooden spoon panel and everything. On the middle image, I wasn't planning on talking about this either, but the people in front of me were watching Lego Ninjago, which I found hysterical. Also, you may notice it's rather dark in the cabin. They actually dim the lights in the cabin about halfway through, and I think that's to simulate like a day passing so that the jet lag isn't as bad, which is smart, and also so you can get some sleep. But yeah, they were watching Lego Ninjago the first season. They watched the entire, I don't know, I haven't watched that series. I watched it when I was a kid, but they watched quite a lot of it. I woke up and it was like a good 4 hours had passed at one point, and they were still watching the show. And then last image, that's on the right. My flight went right over hop on. What? Are we calling? Okay, fine. Yeah, hello.
Yo.
Well, let me get you your little guy.
Yeah,
Hey,
hold
whatever.
on, because I wasn't about to let you talk about this without talking about flights in general, because I think you have 3 pictures for what is probably the longest flight of your whole life.
Oh yeah, it was an 11-hour flight.
That's nothing to sneeze at. You were just gonna ignore that part.
Well, yeah, because I was sitting still for 10 hours straight. There wasn't really much going on.
I mean, I guess, but like I can talk about it. Maybe it's just me, but like I can just. Okay,
Here, I'm gonna mess up.
We've both been on long flights. Definitely, you've been on a longer one than I have because I went across the Atlantic and you went across the Pacific.
I'm gonna mess up
It
the
was
screen for a
still pretty
second
long.
to grab this. Sorry about that. Okay. Bring this in. All right. Talk a little bit.
I'm reacting.
All right, sweet. You're good to go.
Hello.
Sorry, I needed to grab that from another scene. All right. So yeah, you can kind of see it in the image just above me, but that's Alaska. My flight went right over Alaska, which was kind of cool.
Whoa.
Oops.
The pregnant rat eating cheese.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Go on.
Yeah, but it went right over the islands that come off the Alaskan peninsula, and actually those things over there, those little white things, only some of those are clouds, some of them are mountaintops. I thought that was kind of cool. We went right over a volcano crater as well. I didn't get to see it, so I didn't get to take a picture, but you could see it on Google Maps. But yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, it was a 10-hour flight of me sitting still and not doing much else.
10 hours. What happened to 11 hours?
Well, it was like 10 hours and 30 minutes, somewhere in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
You get the point.
Well, do you get like motion sick easily or something?
No, not really.
Oh, well, I guess it was interesting to me because I get super motion sick. It was so bad.
Yeah, but...
Was it day or night when you arrived?
It was day when I arrived. Technically, it was...
Yikes.
Wait, the flight... We were on the plane for 10 hours, but I think if you consider, because we went over the date line, like 18 hours had passed or something crazy like that. Something like that. It was wild.
Technically, yeah.
But anyways...
You literally went to the future.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What's it like there?
What, in the future?
Yeah, what's it like in the future?
It was great. The sun was up and
people...
the sun was up and people had their day starting at like 4 in the morning. That was... We'll get into that in a second, but that was a lot.
Yeah, well, they probably sleep at a normal time, unlike us.
Yeah, we'll get into it here. Let's get into Tokyo. yeah, the sun rises at like 4 in the morning, and people start to get prepared to like go to sleep at like 7 or 8, which kind of surprised me.
That's not a lot of sleep.
Well, still. But yeah, this picture was taken from, it's like this big skyscraper right next to Shibuya Crossing called Shibuya Sky. You can go all the way to the top to it. It's kind of cool, the elevator. They have an animation of you rising when you're in there. I should take a video of it. It's pretty neat though. I recommend it. It's very windy at the top. You can see Mount Fuji, kind of. It's very cloudy. But yeah, you get this amazing view of the city in general. Yeah, let's get into Tokyo. Oh yeah, actually, from this image, just you might have noticed the big forested area right in the middle. That is a shrine. It's this giant shrine called Meiji Jingu, which I have a whole slide dedicated to.
Giant shrine?
I'm sorry?
Giant shrine?
Oh, it's massive. It's this whole area. We'll talk about it a little later, but it's this big area of the city dedicated to a single shrine. And for a good reason. The person who it's dedicated to did a lot of good stuff. So anyways, my trip started in Asakusa, which is like it's more of a traditional area. There's a shrine, there's a big shrine there called Sensoji, which was right next to my hotel. Actually, that image on the left is a view from my hotel. You could see Asakusa Tower. It's very cool. I think this image was taken at 4:45 in the morning, I think. So you can kind of see it's pretty daylight already.
Yeah, wait, okay, now that makes a bit more sense why they wake up then.
Yeah. And that image on the right, that is like a main street through this city. There's a sumo show on the left. I wish I could have checked that out more, but I'll probably end up...
You were too busy?
Yeah, I was traveling with a group of people, and they had somewhere they wanted to go, and it was just kind of on the way. I saw it.
What could possibly be more important than sumo?
Exactly, that was my thoughts. But, that's how the cookie crumbles. So...
Oh my goodness, you and me, LuTo, we're going.
Me and you, we're going to a sumo show, yeah.
I'm not going to understand a thing that's happening, but it'll be real fun.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Next up, I think, oh yeah, the food. So we went to this one place, a bunch. This one restaurant every day for like 3 days straight, and I actually ordered everything off of their breakfast menu. And these are the 3 plate options.
Yummy.
The thing at the top right, which was the rice plate, was easily the best thing. Do I have my cursor? Can you see my cursor? I don't think you can.
But you just tell me which photo.
Okay, so in that image, I don't know what these are called, but they were so good. On the rice plate on the top right, those little like green pickled vegetables right below the rice ball and above the miso soup, those were fantastic. I don't know what they're called, but they were delicious. It was like this sweet gingery thing. It was delicious though. I wonder what they were called. Easily the worst one was the pancake one, mainly because they gave us this this corn consomme, which was not very good.
Dang.
And actually,
they don't do American breakfast very well. I'm so shocked.
Yeah, American breakfast.
But they do Japanese breakfast well. I'm so shocked.
Yeah. The drink selection was interesting though. So, in both the left and the bottom images, that's apple juice because they don't have any drinks that are...
That's apple juice?
Yeah, because they don't have... I drink a lot of fruit juice. I don't like carbonated drinks, and I'm not a huge fan of tea. So I mainly drink fruit juices, and it's artificial apple juice, by the way, not even real apple juice.
I was gonna say, it looks a bit more like real apple juice because of the color, but I guess
yeah, it was very, very artificial.
Fake.
Very, very artificial. I could taste the red 40, except I couldn't because that's banned here. But yeah, so I drank so much apple juice because that was like literally the only option available besides like tea, which is okay. Like green tea, we'll get into that in a second, but green tea is not my preferred beverage of choice. It's fine. If it's done well, it's really good. But unfortunately, at most places, it was just okay. I don't know. Maybe my standards are too high.
Or for green tea.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, in that top right image, I got iced tea because I wanted to try it, and it was not very good.
Do they have good iced tea?
Iced tea, it was okay. I'm not a big iced tea person anyway, but I wanted to try it, and I didn't really like it.
Well, I'm from the south, so I'm a huge iced tea girly, but...
Yeah, so is there any pictures of it here? It doesn't look like it. But whenever you get your food, here, we'll talk a little bit about... Yeah, I'll sprinkle in every once in a while some, like, general, like, cool stuff they do. Every single restaurant I went to, before they give you your meal, they always give you a little pack of, basically, like a wet wipes, essentially. It's like a little wet paper towel, and you wipe off your hands before you eat, which I thought was pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
That is cool.
But...
No American would ever do that.
I know, right?
Not a single one.
But every restaurant, yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that. I don't think I have any pictures of it here, but yeah. The only issue with this though is that there wasn't a good place to dispose of the wrappers or the tissue itself.
Oh. So you just
kind of had to leave it on your plate while you ate.
You leave it on your plate. Oh yeah, that's fine.
And hope to God it didn't touch any of your food and got, like, you know, I don't know, whatever that is on it. Anyways, moving on. I think it's Takashita. Okay, so Takashita Street it's like a famous shopping street in Harajuku, and I spent a day here, and it was not my thing. If you like shopping, this is like heaven on earth.
Oh, I don't know anyone that likes shopping, unfortunately. Yeah, not a single person.
Yeah, if you like shopping, it's great. If you like crepes or sweet things, it's great. These are two sweet shops.
Those are two things that I'm so averse to.
If you're really into kawaii culture, which
we'll
get into that.
Not into kawaii culture.
If you're into kawaii culture, then yeah, it is a very, very good street to go on. Wasn't personally my thing. Yeah. I asked, apparently there was a violin shop on the street that I wanted to check out, and I asked one of the people at a crepe stand, and they said, "Oh no, that closed like a couple of years ago." Like, wow, there's my day ruined. So instead, we went to a Fender store, which is Fender is an electric guitar brand for those who don't know. I'm not a guitarist, but it was interesting. I don't think I added any pictures into the slideshow, but. The store, every store, by the way, in Japan has multiple levels. They build tall instead of wide, in case you didn't know. But the bottom level of the Fender store was not a store, actually. It was a cafe. And they have all these unique foods that I've never seen before. What is it? They called it like an American... they named all their food after, like, famous rock stars. It was cool. It was neat. It wasn't, I didn't get any food there, but it was still neat. But yeah, it was neat. I took a picture of the shop on the right, though, because I thought the name was funny. It's called Strawberry Fetish.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm
sorry?
I was just going to say, this has got to be the last place that you bring me to, because I will not be leaving.
The Strawberry Fetish?
Not Strawberry Fetish specifically, but maybe.
But specifically Takashita Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this, it's fine. Oh yeah, Sensoji. So this is in Asakusa. It's big traditional shrine kind of right in the middle of it. It's this massive, massive complex. It's actually the first shrine I went to, and
it's a very cool building.
Yeah, so basically they have this, you see that big building on the bottom? That's like the main shrine. You can go in there. I got my fortune drawn. I got a bad luck fortune. Which is very, very appropriate. But the tradition is that if you get to draw a bad luck fortune, you hang it up on like this like rack thing, and then you draw another one, and you keep going until you draw a good fortune. Luckily, on my second try, I drew a good one, which I actually have in front of me right now. which basically
wait. I know that like the good fortunes have like, you know, stuff written on them, like predictions, but I really want to know what the bad fortunes have written on them. Like,
I should have taken a picture of it. I feel like
I really want to know what's written on it. Like, you will die in 7 days.
yeah. So this is like everything on here on the fortune. I have it in front of me. It says good, like you're gonna do great, with the notable exception of disputes, like arguments, which says I'm gonna lose my arguments even though I'm technically right, which I find kind of funny because even the gods can't protect me from that.
If you got a bad luck slip, it would be like, you will get into so many arguments and your social standing will fall because you will have made the worst point ever.
Yeah, but so I officially have good luck except for arguments. I shouldn't get into any arguments then. Good to know.
Yeah, we argue all the time too, so so many times.
Yeah, so this picture in the middle to the left, every shrine has one of these. Basically, aside from like the main building, they'll have a little side building, which is a store where you can buy charms. They're called omamori.
Ew.
And they're pretty cheap, but generally at the shrines, you'll see like, you know, like your standard fare of omamori. So there's going to be traffic safety ones. The traffic safety ones are weirdly their nicest looking ones. Those are the most complex.
Why is that one you point out first? Is that what the most abundant?
Traffic safety.
Traffic safety? That's so specific.
Yeah, traffic safety is a big one. Childbirth, exams, so like studying. What else? And then, well, like that's like the general share. Like every shrine has those, but then every shrine kind of has their own little fun ones that they throw in. So we'll get into it. I didn't think I took any pictures of this shrine, but I went to a shrine when I was in Kyoto, and I got a music one, which I thought was very, very appropriate.
Yay!
I keep it in my binder. But
well,
yeah,
you gotta hang it on like your bag or something.
Yeah, maybe I will. But yeah, yeah. So I bought a couple charms over there. I actually have one right in front of me. It's a traffic safety one, 'cause of course it is. Actually, wait, is this the one in that picture? It is, yeah. In that picture, on the top row, the kind of greenish orange one looking one on the left, that's the one I have right in front of me. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know I took a picture of it.
Yippee.
But yeah, it's sitting on my desk right now. Anyways, yeah, this is a very nice shrine. Anything really interesting? Anything else happening here? Oh, yeah, there was a, after the, like, all the shrine, or after all the omamori stores, further down the street is, like, another, like, little shopping mall thing, like, another, like, shopping street thing, and it has all of this, like confectionaries and sweets, all this stuff, because what's a tradition in Japan is if you're, you know, going on vacation or whatever, you bring back your coworkers or your family little, like, confectionaries or sweets for wherever you go. So every shrine also will have, especially the bigger ones like Sensoji, will have like a dedicated area for buying sweets, like little boxes of sweets, and they're not cheap. They're like 2,000 yen. But yeah, it's a tradition, which I guess is kind of a smart move from them.
It's your tradition to buy stuff from us, so you better buy stuff.
Yeah, and that you better buy stuff from it. It's gonna be kind of pricey. And on the right, that's a shaved ice stand. I don't know why I took a picture of it, but it's a shaved ice.
Well, you're not going to talk about the really cool 5-tiered building on the left?
Oh, I didn't go in that building though. Yeah, the pagoda. I didn't go in that building. I thought it just looked cool.
Well, what is it? Do you know what it
I'm
is?
not sure what it is. I didn't go in it. A lot of this shrine was closed off to the public, and I think that that building was closed off. I think it was. I'd have to check. Yeah, I don't know what that is though. It's a pagoda.
I like it. It looks like a bunch of pillows stacked on top of each other.
Anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, wait, I want to talk about this sign right here. On like the middle right. This is an example of kawaii culture being everywhere. This is a picture of a turnip riding a bicycle. Not much to say there. It's a very nice
What do you mean
picture.
there's not much to say there? That's very awesome.
Yeah, it's a picture of a turnip riding a bicycle, and even he's wearing a helmet, so y'all have no excuses. Moving on.
Exactly. If a turnip can put a helmet on, then you can too.
Meiji Jingu. Okay, so this is that shrine I mentioned earlier when on like the big Tokyo image. It's like a big forest right in the middle of Tokyo. So this shrine is dedicated to the Meiji Emperor, who basically was like the industry, like they had modernized Japan during the Meiji era. So this whole shrine is dedicated to that one emperor. It is gargantuan. That shrine, that picture in the middle, I didn't take that picture, hence why the lighting is good. But that's like the main complex. It's this giant, square-shaped area where they have, shrines. There's this big tree there which you can hang stuff from. The things you tie to the tree are kind of pricey though, so I didn't buy one. There's these little like wooden boards that you can tie to the tree. I didn't get one though, because they're kind of pricey. What else was there? There was a prayer section. There was a marriage going on, I think. Like a wedding happening at the ceremony, because there was like this one corner of it was sectioned off. There were these two very fancily dressed people peruding around. But yeah, that was pretty cool. On the right, the bottom right, that's the main entrance of it. It's this giant torii gate. It's made of stone. Not really much to say there. It's gargantuan. You can see kind of the people next to it for scale. And to the left, actually, those are all bottles of, or like caskets of sake. And what they would do, those are donated from different sake companies from all over Japan. They're dedicated to the shrine. And I think at the end of the year, they burn them all, I think. I think that's the tradition. Basically, they're offering all this sake to the emperor who is enshrined here. But yeah, it's pretty neat little area.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
That's so much liquid.
Another actually thing that's kind of interesting. The forest that you see in this image is artificial. Wasn't originally here. When they were constructing the shrine, the forest was created from every single shrine in Japan donated a tree. I think that's the story. They donated a tree to this forest. And then it got, and the idea was to create like a self-sustaining ecosystem, and they did that. If you go inside, I don't think you can really see it in the pictures, but there are, rabbits and deer and all that living inside. It's pretty cool. It's also very, very relaxing. And it feels like you just stepped into a forest. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful shrine. I actually got the fan I bought, like, the hand fans. This is where I bought mine. It's sitting on I didn't take a picture of it, but it's sitting on my shelf right above me right now. Moving on. Oh, Akiba. Okay.
Okay, gotta prepare myself.
Well, Akiba, there's a lot to talk about, because Akiba is like, holy shit. So for those who don't know, Akihabara, or Akiba for short, is kind of like the anime and weeaboo district. It's big for technology. If you're really into arcades, you go here. I spent a night here. I was out for probably 6 hours. And I went to like 3 arcades, and I won a couple things, but the coolest thing I won easily was on the left. There's this Pokemon dolls. I don't keep up with Pokemon, but I like this one. I thought it was cute, so I grabbed it. And yeah, and let me tell you, the feeling of walking out of an arcade with the bag they give you with a prize in it is immaculate. You feel like you have just taken over the world. It's great. Another pretty cool thing about Akiba was the, what do you call it? Pretty cool. I didn't actually get to see it, but the maid cafes, they are everywhere, especially at night. What they'll do is they'll have people standing outside giving out the flyers and everything, specifically targeting middle-aged Japanese men, salarymen specifically. I don't know. I found that kind of funny. Targeting a very specific group of very probably lonely men. But yeah, it was interesting though, because they're everywhere. I don't know if there's any in this picture below right here, but especially at night, they are everywhere. But yeah, this Akiba was interesting for, what do you call it? It has really good nightlife. The food is great. I don't know if I'm gonna, yeah, I think the next slide is dedicated to the food I got in Akiba. But yeah, it was pretty neat. Lots of hobby shops, all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. Do you have any comments to say about it? I'm sorry?
Anything specific that you saw other than just technology? I
mean, Akiba, they're kind of known for technology.
Yeah, but did you go anywhere specific?
I went to, yeah, there's arcade on the left, Jijo. I went here, or Gigo. I went into the big camera store, which I think is that building right next to the Gigo, that blue one right here. I think that's it. I went into there, and that's like, holy shit, there's a lot going on in there. If you're looking for overstimulation, I looked at their piano section specifically. And
I want to look at their piano section.
It was interesting. They had a bunch of like brands I didn't recognize and all that, which I guess, yeah, kind of makes sense, but yeah. Still the classics, you know, Yamaha, Kawai, that kind of stuff. Anyways, I think we'll get into the food next. Yeah, so I went to this little ramen house when I was in Akiba, and I wasn't like super hungry, so I only got gyoza. But I want to talk about it anyway because like look at like the setup that I had. It was pretty cool. They have a water jug, which is very common in Japan. Every restaurant they give you like a water jug, and you fill it yourself. It's pretty cool actually. Yeah, they have chopsticks, and right there on their menu, I think those are ways of customizing your ramen. So they just give you your menu right there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, and then they have all the toppings on there. It's a neat little spot. I wish I could have tried the ramen here, but I only got gyoza because I wasn't like super hungry. But yeah, pretty neat. I don't really have much else to say. Penbu, are you still here? Because this next slide is kind of dedicated to you.
Look at those lights.
For a very specific reason. It's because of the automatones. Because like, holy shit, these are everywhere. These are only a couple pictures I took of them, but like pretty much most shops I went into had a little section dedicated to them. This shop on the left, actually, I think was specifically dedicated to automatons. That was an Akiba. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, you can see especially on the right, that whole selection. That was in a store called Don Quixote, which is like a supermart. It's kind of like the Japanese equivalent to like a Walmart. But yeah, they have this whole giant shelf of automatones. They're really expensive, so I didn't grab one, but yeah. It was very cool. Yeah,
the first thing I noticed when I saw these photos was the Chikawa poster.
Chikawa was everywhere, yeah. Is now a good time to get into kawaii culture? So, oh yeah, you see automatones on screen? Yeah, so automatones are everywhere. Like every shop has a little section dedicated to them. The store on the left is dedicated to selling specifically automatones. It was pretty neat. I didn't get any because they're kind of pricey. Wait, do
they have different sounds?
I don't think so.
What? They all sound the same?
I think so. But some of them have like special skins. Like there's a Kirby one right there and a Pac-Man one.
I was hoping they'd sound different.
I did not see any of the jumbo ones, but I think that's because those are special ordered. So that I probably wouldn't expect to see those in store anyway. But yeah, they were, it was cool. It was cool. I wish I could have taken more pictures of them. Yeah, the jumbos are custom ordered. I wish I could have taken more pictures of them, but they were, yeah, most places, like most like general stores had like a little shelf for automatones. It's pretty cool. Moving on. Harajuku. So this is the Takashita Street I mentioned before. It's kind of right next to this. This is a little tiny section in Harajuku. This intersection right here. Oh, I didn't put a picture of it. But the picture in the middle was taken from the top of a shopping mall. Which I can only describe as being very geometric. Basically the sides of it are very like, it looked like a PS2 game with like how the sides looked and all that, and the top floors were dedicated to a garden. It was pretty neat, but yeah, it was a shopping mall first and foremost. So I did eat here. I got this like little what do you call it? I got like just a bit of sushi. Not anything huge. This was actually a sushi, what do you call it? Now that I think about it. It was a sushi bar, wasn't it? So basically you would, you know, they would have like or not a sushi bar, like an, what do they call it? Conveyor sushi, that's what it's called. So they would have like, you know, a little conveyor belt and sushi would come down every once in a while. It was pretty neat. It's kind of expensive, but oh well.
Can you say more about like what Harajuku is in general?
I'm sorry?
Can you say more about what Harajuku is in general?
Oh, shopping. Lots of shopping. Lots of shopping.
More shopping.
Yes, so much shopping. I think in that middle.
You've gone to 2 shopping cities so far.
Well, yeah, Takashita and Harajuku are right next to each other.
Oh. Well,
like this street right.
Sure.
This street right here, in the middle. The one that goes up and to the left, that goes right down. And if you go up here and to the left, right there is Takashita Street. It's like right next to it.
Wow.
There's like shoe stores. There's lots of shoe stores actually. Lots of clothing stores specifically. One of the people in the group I was with was super into like luxury clothing. So like a bunch of those are over here too.
Oh yuck.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. They'd love Las Vegas.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of luxury clothing stores, lots of clothing stores in general. Not really many in terms of hobby stores. But yeah, but clothing, especially like hats and shoes and all that kind of stuff.
I want to see hats.
I'm sorry?
I want to see hats.
I didn't take a picture of it. We did go into a hat shop though. Another person in my group was looking for a specific I don't remember what it was, but they were looking for it here because it was cheaper. They'd heard that it's cheaper here than back at home, and it was like 4 times the price here. So
Wait, what were they looking for?
I can't remember what it was. It was some exclusive
What did it look like?
It was some
sports
thing. I don't know.
Okay.
You may also notice in this image that the cars are driving on the left. It's something they do here.
You know, that's also something I think America is the exception when it comes to driving on the right.
Actually, no, it's the exact opposite. It's only Japan and England, I think, that drive on the left.
Oh, only Japan and England. Oh, I see. I thought it was all of Europe. I guess I didn't really pay that much attention to the cars.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the imperial system versus the metric system.
Well, that too.
Because there, the United States is the exception.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways. There are a few other countries, but yeah, it's much more common to drive on the right. Is there? Okay.
Yeah, because we have the right of way. Not the left of way. That doesn't make any sense.
Moving on. Oh yeah, konbini. This is convenience stores. There are 3 main brands of convenience stores in Japan. There is Family Mart, Lawson's, and 7-Eleven. By the way, Lawson's is easily the best. Sorry. Their food was the best.
Oh, you're starting a war now.
I'm sorry?
You're gonna start a war with all the convenience store. All the convenience store lovers.
Actually, I guess it kind of depends what you're going for. I found Lawson's to be the most useful because they always have like the most 7-Eleven, for instance, is mainly focused on like snacky foods. Lawson's has like the most like general stuff. Like you're gonna find phone chargers, clothing, all those kinds of stuff. as well as ATMs. Really, really useful because you need cash in Japan, period.
Wait, can you say more about that?
Yeah, most places will allow card, but like if you're going to go to shrines or if you're going to go to taxis, especially taxis in Kyoto, they do not take card. They only take cash.
And I imagine you could just get around with cash a lot easier.
Yeah, it's very easy to get around with cash.
Okay.
Cash and coins, yeah. Coins are good. Yeah, but yeah, konbini are awesome. And I'm kind of disappointed coming back here and being like, wow, these suck here in comparison. Oh, this is kind of interesting. So, you see on the right, they have, those are lattes. That whole shelf, that bottom shelf, was dedicated to drinks. And what you would do is you'd purchase the drink, and outside they have this machine, which would basically mix it up for you, and all this stuff like that. And not only do they offer coffee, they also offer fruit juices and smoothies and, like, I think milkshakes and all this wild amount of stuff. But yeah, they have a barcode, I think, on the side of it that you can scan to the machine, and it knows exactly what to do, just like that. It's pretty neat. But yeah, konbini are something else, especially because they have more than just food. They have, clothing, phone chargers, umbrellas, towels, all this kind of stuff. Even like cosmetic products like makeup and hairbrushes and all that stuff. It's pretty useful. I bet you could live just off of a konbini, probably.
I think most people do, which is why they have so much stuff.
That is true. They are called convenience stores for a reason. Anyways, oh yeah, okay, so this is the Tower Records in Shibuya. I specifically went to the top floor to check, because that's where all their classical stuff is, because I don't really care about...
Oh my gosh, like, Ravel jump scare, there he is.
Yeah, Ravel. So yeah, this is their classical music level, which is their top level. They had they mainly sold DVDs for classical music, not actually records, ironically.
They probably did used to sell actual records, though.
Yeah, but the CDs, despite CDs being kind of an outdated format, not in, current age, they were kind of expensive. Like easily 2,000, 3,000 yen for one CD. I wanted to pick up one too, but oh well, I don't have that kind of money to be spending on a CD, especially because I don't have a CD player.
That's a lot of money to get something that you can't use.
Yeah. But yeah, you may have noticed Ravel and Schubert. They had all the composers. They had...
Why is it like yin and yang? Why he's shrouded in darkness and Schubert's in the light?
He's so exposed. I should have taken more pictures of this, yeah. But they had all the composers had their cutouts like that. It was a Mozart one, Beethoven, Dvorak, Haydn, all of them.
Yeah, wait. I want to look at that. Do they have anything else other than CDs?
They had a piano on the top floor, as you can see. Which I don't know why I think they do live performances there, but there wasn't seating.
I mean,
so
yeah, there are the reflectors, so clearly someone's meant to play there.
There wasn't any seating though, and these shelves don't look like they move, so I'm not really sure who they're playing for. That speaker on the right, by the way, that thing was at least 6 feet tall. I just wanted to point that out.
You're covering it.
I'm sorry?
You're covering it.
Oh, am I? Hold on, let me... Oh, there's two of me? What the... Okay, there we go. So there's like that speaker on the right. Why are there two? That speaker was at least 6 feet tall, and I was trying to guesstimate with one of the people there, like, how much do you think this thing costs? And we landed on, in USD, probably $10,000 to $12,000. Yeah, but I wonder what that thing sounds like. It's probably pretty crazy. Who is...
The piano's hooked up to it.
Oh, it's you. It's like, who DM'd me? It's you. Of course. Anyways. Yeah, the store was cool. They had a little section dedicated to video game music. I took a picture of it, but I forgot to include it. Whoops. But yeah, it was neat, I guess. I'm not a huge, like...
I can't believe you're gonna gloss over the Comic Sans no music, no life. What do you mean? You're just not gonna talk about that? It's like the most important thing that I see on here.
The Comic Sans, of course, the most important thing is their font choice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not only that, but it's like offensively like outlined, like it's supposed to light up.
Okay, in this store's defense, it is a Japanese brand, and I don't think they know about the reputation of Comic Sans in the West.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like, I'm still gonna point it out.
It is kind of funny that they landed on this specific font, though. They didn't go for, like, I don't know, permanent marker or something like that.
Something that looks nice.
Or even something that's just not that.
It's hollow, so it really looks like there's like neon lighting that's supposed to go in between it.
I think it does light up. I think.
Oh my goodness.
I need to go back at night, but I never went back here.
Yeah,
so.
we'll go. Do they sell instruments other than just like records? Like
no, they don't
like
have instruments.
Okay.
Yeah, so next up is Shibuya Crossing. You know, the famous...
Oh, Yakult!
The famous one. So, for those who don't know, this is the most populated crosswalk in the world. About every 5 minutes, there's crossings, and easily a couple thousand people cross every time. It is very hectic.
I like the parasols.
Yeah, those are okay. We'll get into. I actually put this in my travel tips, but UV umbrellas are very, very popular, especially during summer because heat is insane, especially the humidity. Oh my god. Yeah, inside of the train station, right outside. Oh, I didn't put it in the slide. I should have taken it. I should have put it in because I did take pictures of the Hachiko statue, which is right outside this. Oh well, I'm sorry about that. But what do you call it? The station right next to this, which is Shibuya Station, has a whole shop dedicated, which you can see on the left, for Hachiko plushies and all that. This entire shop was dedicated to Hachiko. Which you don't know, for those who don't know, was a dog who waited at the station until his owner came back, and he just never came back one time. Very, very sad story. There's a book written about it. Highly recommend. But anyways, yeah, it was very expensive for one. All the dogs, all the Hachiko stuff. And it was like their branding for the station. Anyway, and there was also across Shibuya Crossing from the station, there is a street, a little, like a narrow street called Central Street, which is pretty famous. And I got some ramen there, which you could see on the right, kind of. Here, let me move a little bit down.
Yeah, I think you need to shrink a little bit.
There you go. This was...
You can be my size.
Ridiculously good. Like, holy shit. Yeah, now we're about the same size. This was easily the best thing I ate there. That is karage, which is basically Japanese fried chicken. The difference being that it's fried in soy sauce, oil, water, and salt, I believe is the mixture. There's probably a little more in it. But it's fried differently, and it's very airy, it's very light, and it's delicious as well. But yeah, this is karage fried chicken, or karage ramen, which I got at this little ramen shop just off of Central Street. It was good. Very, very, very good. Easily the best thing I ate while I was there. Even just the picture, looking at it right here, makes me hungry.
I want to eat it.
It looks... This image alone, like, wow, I need to go back. I can't
believe all the people with the parasols, they have all the boring black and white ones. Like, there's seriously no cool parasols.
There were people who had, like, nice, pretty, like, frilly ones and all that. But most of these are konbini parasols. I don't think many people are bawling out on the umbrellas.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just really extra. So.
I mean, yeah. When you go, you can totally do that, but expect to spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
At least in comparison to every other parasol, which are super cheap. Moving on. Oh, Shimo Kitazawa. So for the weebs in the audience, you may have heard of the anime Bocchi the Rock. This is where that was based off. I didn't intentionally actually go to this area. I got off at a random station and I discovered that, wait, I know this area.
I know this one.
I know this area. And I know this neighborhood. But yeah, it was, for those who don't know, it's like the punk rock district of Tokyo. Everybody was wearing, ripped jeans and band tees, and they had, guitar bags on their backs. Even their train station had special support for instrument bags. They had like little carts that you could wheel around. In Bocchi the Rock, the franchise was plastered everywhere you go here. This image on the right actually is the nightclub I went to the show was based off of. That was pretty cool. I don't know, it was this neat little area. I went to a bookstore and I bought the first volume of the manga.
Yay.
I still need to watch that. I watched the first episode and then subsequently fell off watching anime. Yeah, that's fair. I still hold it. I watched the show before it got popular. I watched episode 1 release day because I was actually looking forward to it beforehand. I know, right? I was there before it was popular. But anyways, yeah, it was cool being in this little neighborhood. And then it started raining. So I had to go.
Sure.
And then I almost got lost on the way back.
I can't believe ripped jeans are still in there. That's I'm not gonna say it's awful, so I won't.
Look, let them do their own thing. Next up is the Imperial Palace. I spent a lot of time in Tokyo if it wasn't obvious. The Imperial Palace was like it's the ancient and current residence of the Japanese emperor. You weren't actually allowed to go into like the palace proper, but you are allowed to go into like its gardens and like its side areas.
You could go into the garden?
Yeah, I think the next slide is dedicated to his gardens actually. But yeah, so these images, I'm going to go through them one by one, starting at the top left. I think that's a tea house. How it would work is whenever an emperor would invite over guests, they would all meet in the tea house, and they're very strict. No weapons are allowed inside. Even the emperor's troops are not allowed to bring weapons in. So it's just a simple place to relax and discuss.
They probably still use it.
I'm sorry?
Do they still use it? Do you know?
I don't know. The current emperor probably has his own that he uses. They probably don't use this one specifically because it's very, it's right next to all the touristy stuff. But yeah, otherwise, he probably has his own private one. Just to the right of the tea house, that is of all things, a performing arts center.
Ooh, wait. That's cool.
Yeah, so I asked the tour guide about this, and apparently the queen that it was built under, I think it was the emperor before the current one, his wife commissioned a building, and you'll see each of the sides has a panel on it. So each of them are dedicated to one of his wife's interests. So one of them, I remember one of them specifically had a train motif because she really liked trains, for instance. Yeah, but this is like one of the most one of the highest places to perform in Japan. Like if you get a chance to perform here, it's one of the highest honors you could be given as a musician, which I think is pretty cool.
Can we go inside and watch?
Probably not, because the audience is mostly just the emperor and his very, very important people in his family.
I see.
And I actually didn't know this at the time, but I looked it up later. In that building that you can see right behind it, down here, with all the windows down here, that is actually the Japanese Ministry of Music, like their government related to music, which I didn't know existed, but apparently that's their main building, which is pretty cool.
Do you know what they do?
Nope, but I know it exists.
Oh, sure. They
Uh,
have a performing arts center for them and them only.
just to the right of that, this is an old abandoned watchtower that used to be used to keep an eye out for invaders. Apparently it used to be open to the public, but they closed it off because the foot traffic was damaging the floors. But they're currently working on a refurbishment to turn it into a museum, I believe.
Ooh.
So that's cool. You can get kind of close to it. Just to the right of that, this is like their main outer gate of the Imperial Palace. There's actually a moat on the other side of this wall. Can't really see it. I think I took a picture of it on the next slide, but yeah, there's a big giant moat. And they would, back in the Imperial Palace's days, they would create a ton of these checkpoints, basically. You had to go through at least, like, 6 of these to get to the main garden, because they would, whenever there were invaders, they'd have to get through more gates. It would slow them down. There'd be more chances to, shoot them from the little holes in the wall. You can kind of see it. There are holes in the bottom here, which you could aim a bow or a gun through to shoot at your enemies. It's pretty cool. Moving to the bottom row. All the way on the left, about halfway through the tour, they had a little rest stop, with a bunch of memorabilia and all that. And one of those was this is a reconstruction of what an old imperial performance hall would look like for the emperor. So this is what it would look like down here. They have performers on the stage. They'd have a staircase. Very, very. I think it's quite cool, personally. They have a little reconstruction of that. I think that's pretty cool. In this building too, I don't know if I took a picture of it, but they also had a model of what the palace is estimated. The entire palace is estimated to have looked like 600 years ago. Though I don't know if I took a picture of it. So, but yeah, it's there.
Estimated?
I'm sorry?
You mean like they don't have any records of it?
No, what they think it looked like.
Because I know for another thing that you showed me, they had plans for it, so they were able to reconstruct it pretty accurately.
Oh yeah, well there
That's
were
what
old artworks and depictions of the castle and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think did I take a picture? Hold on, is it on the next slide? No. Okay. Whatever. You could probably Google it.
Oh my
this
goodness.
image on the bottom middle. This is actually the ruins of an old castle which burnt down. Yeah. It doesn't look very big when you're very far away, but then you look at the people next to it. Those little specks at the bottom, those are
did
people.
you get an up-close photo?
Did I? No.
Are you not allowed to step on the grass?
You probably shouldn't, but I think you can. This image actually of the Imperial music, the hall, was actually taken from the top of this though.
Okay.
And then this last image is just a flower bush I thought was pretty. Chrysalis? Is that what these are called? I'm not sure, but it was pretty. This was not in their gardens, but it was, a garden related thing. This next slide, this is all the garden stuff though. Okay, this first one. We'll start again from the top left. This is what do you call it? I think this was another tea house, I think. And was it, or was it it might have also been a soldier's quartering area. I'm not sure. But the cool thing about this building is our tour guide pointed this out to us. At the end of all of these, what do you call it? Roofing tile things, they have this symbol which looks like a circle of lightning bolts, basically. And one of them is inverted, and it's an intentional mistake because they believe that these intentionally making mistakes adds to the beauty of something. It's a neat little what do they call? I don't remember what they called it, but it's finding the beauty in mistakes. So a bunch of Japanese structures have intentional mistakes made to patterns and all that to, be cool. It'd be interesting, I guess. This next photo, this is a, what are they called? Ginkgo trees? But it's a male and female one, and they were brought to the palace to Wabi Sabi. Was that what it was called? Wabi Sabi? Maybe. Wabi Sabi. Was that what it was called? Hold on, let me Google this. Wabi Sabi. Nope, not Wabi Saki. That sounds familiar. I think that's right. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. Thank you, Penbu. Moving on. Yeah, so these are ginkgo trees. It's a male and female one, which were gifted to the emperor and his wife after the former emperor and wife after they were coronated. I don't remember what there's some symbolism thing with this. I think it's like they always remain green throughout the entire year. I think it's like an evergreen tree, so I think it's like, oh, you'll live forever kind of thing. Moving on, bottom row to the left. This is the soldiers' quarters. I remember this. It's called either the 100 quarters or the 1,000 quarters, but you could fit that many troops inside of it. And, you know, the soldiers would stay in here, and in the case of invaders, they would all pop out and go and attack them while they were, you know, from the side. Pretty cool. I think they're also turning this into a museum, I think, but I'm not sure. And then these last two images are just images of the outer walls. Specifically just how big they are and how thick they are. My tour guide told us something about the walls.
You gotta bring a notebook next time.
I do. Oh, right, I remember. So, you see how this wall in the middle, there is these bricks look smaller? You might notice. Oh, wait, am I covering it? I am.
You're covering it.
Sorry.
Maybe move yourself to like the top right or something.
I'll be over here, I guess. Actually, no, I'll just put myself like right here. So, oh, sorry. You see how like the wall, the stones in the middle here are smaller. See that? That was actually because that's a modern thing. And what they would do is before they would put giant rolling stone doors there, and they would roll them out when there were invaders coming.
What do you mean they would put doors there?
Well,
there used to knock out the bricks.
There used to be big stone doors here, but they took them out. Probably because they were a bit dangerous. But yeah, they took them out eventually, probably when this area was turned into for tourists and not actually for the emperor. Well, mainly for the emperor, but for tourists. But yeah, there used to be big stone doors here. Oh, there's another thing too. You might notice how some of the bricks in this image specifically are darkened and some are lightened. That is because these, and you can kind of see it over here as well.
I thought it was just a tree.
No. But that is because those are old bricks versus new bricks versus before and after the fire that I mentioned before.
Oh, I see.
So those are the old bricks versus the new bricks. And there was, what was it? I remember there being something about like, right. The each of these bricks were donated by all of the areas that the emperor ruled. As a show of superiority, the emperor would have to donate not only manpower, but also to lay the foundations, but also the resources themselves, just to show superiority, essentially. A little interesting tidbit.
Those bricks are huge.
Honestly. Corgi detected.
Like,
is there a corgi somewhere?
It's like 1.5 of those bricks, maybe even less, would be like my height. Probably if you put it vertically, it would be as tall as me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're no joke.
Yeah, no wonder they took those doors out. It's gonna fall on you like that thing in Mario 64.
Okay, so moving into the next area. This is Akasaka. So this is in like a huge area, and I didn't spend a ton of time here, but I wanted to mention it anyways because like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. This is easily my favorite part of Tokyo that I went to. This is just a little tiny shrine that I went to called, was it Akasaka Himeno, I think? Just a little tiny shrine, you know, by the, very, very, lots of trees, lots of, it's very, very beautiful. Not a lot of people, there were no tourists, it was just me. And oh yeah, I should probably mention this on the left. So this is called Goshuin. It's essentially an ancient form of calligraphy. How it used to work is whenever you'd visit a shrine, you would, just to show that you've been there, you would collect that shrine's Goshuin, which is basically, you know, their signature and all that. And what do you call it? Yeah, so even today, you can, whenever you go to a shrine, every shrine will offer Goshuin. So you can get, you know, it's a little collectible thing nowadays. As a way of showing they've been here. So what they do is it's basically calligraphy plus stamps. That's how it works. So this right here, the one on the left tells the date, and I believe the stamps tell the what they worship, what their gods are, and then this on the right is the name of the deity, of the name of the shrine. Sorry. I believe that's what they told me.
Are you able to read what it says?
I'm sorry?
Are you able to read what it says?
I mean, yeah, this is just a date, which means this means like the 7th year of the emperor. Yeah, it's just, you know, what's that? June 10th, I think. No. Oh, it's like June 25th, I think that says. Anyways, because that's, you know, about when I was there. And yeah, but these are just like their beliefs and all that. It's cool though. I actually filled up exactly half of my Goshuin book. How it works is the pages open, it opens up like an accordion. So you can fill out one side and then you could flip it over and fill up the other side too. I filled up exactly half of mine though. From when I was there.
So you gotta go back to fill up the full of it.
Exactly. Some people keep a lot of these. I remember one thread I was reading about it, a guy mentioned that he had 3 of them. Apparently,
that's a lot of shrines.
Apparently as well, you can go back to a shrine and they'll add to it. And they'll add to the old ones.
Ooh.
So that's cool. I should have taken a picture of my Goshuin book. I'm holding it right now, but yeah,
you need to take more pictures.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you're going to Japan. Collect the Goshuins. They're super, super cool. It's a neat little collectible, and it just makes you feel cool walking around with one of these. Moving on. We're moving to Kyoto. So Kyoto was the second half of my journey. This image specifically was pretty much the only shot I had of Kyoto's skyline that wasn't like completely foggy, because unfortunately this is about when it started to get super rainy and gray. I'm not sure, because I know that you're gonna ask another time here. You know, I'm actually gonna... There we go. That works. I know you're gonna ask about it. I don't know what that pagoda is. I didn't go to that temple though. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I didn't go to that temple. This hill, I remember being absolute hell to climb up because it was super hot that day. It was super humid, I should say, actually. And there were no vending machines, so I basically had no water.
Oh, you didn't bring any.
Well, no, because it's a lot to carry. I should have, honestly. There are much less vending machines in Kyoto, though, compared to Tokyo. Kyoto is much more traditional, for those who don't know. It's the traditional cultural capital of Japan. Tokyo is more of like the modern stuff. Moving on. Oh, whoops, that's back. I want to talk about my hotel first. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but like, holy shit, it was so nice. I didn't expect it to be this nice. They offered kimono rentals. I actually wore a yukata one night when to go to bed.
Why didn't you wear one every night?
I could. I kind of wish I did. But oh well. This image on the right, this is my hotel room. I slept. Kyoto used to be the nation's capital at one point even. Yep. The old capital of Japan.
It's also an anagram of Tokyo.
Yeah, true. Kyoto, I think, means capital of the East, and Tokyo means Eastern capital. I think that's what the names mean. That's where they come from.
What? You know what? I take back what I said. I mean, I don't, but like, now I see.
Is Tokyo? No, Tokyo is not the easternmost capital. That would, I think, be, what, Auckland? Of New Zealand, I think, would be the most easternmost capital. Or maybe it's one of the Polynesian islands.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I'm such a geography nerd. Anyways, this image on the right, this is my room. I slept right here in front of this TV on the floor on a futon. And it was very, very cozy.
Was it just you in that room?
No, there were a couple other people.
Okay.
But yeah, I slept on a futon on the floor. I wore a yukata one night. It was very nice. Also, this room smelled like...
Did you bring a yukata home?
I'm sorry?
Did you bring a yukata home?
No, I didn't, because it was kind of pricey.
What?
It was like 5,000 yen, and I don't know.
But they're so comfy.
They are. I should have.
Wear
Maybe
it
I
at
should have.
home instead of pajamas.
Anyways, the entire room smelled like bamboo as well. Like, very, very strongly of bamboo. The others were complaining about it. I didn't really mind it.
Well, what's wrong with the smell of bamboo?
It's very...
grass?
Have you smelled bamboo? Like, real bamboo?
I mean, I've been around bamboo, but maybe I could discern smell if I go up to it, but...
Yeah, it's very strong. Very, very strong smell. And the others didn't really like it. I didn't really care, personally. But yeah, the hotel was nice. What's next? The tea ceremony. So I got to wear a kimono when I did this. Which, sorry, no pictures of that. They didn't allow pictures in their kimono area. Which, kind of makes sense. I wouldn't want their, people taking pictures in a dressing room either. But this tea ceremony was interesting. So basically what happened is we ate sweets, we made tea, matcha tea specifically, and just generally chatted. There was a what do you call it? Like in the small group, not the people that with me, but like in the group that came along with, for the tea ceremony, there were like, I think 20 of us total. No, 20, 16? I think it's between like 16 and 15 people total. And one of them was like an Instagram model. And there was a guy following her who I don't even think she knew, but he was getting like all of it. It was kind of creepy.
What about the tea?
Okay, sorry, the tea was very strong. I messed up mine initially, so I had to get help. I had to get help from the hostess, who was very, very nice. But yeah, she helped make it, and like it was very, very strong matcha. Very, very strong. I do want to talk about the sweets for a minute though. So there are two on the plate right there. One of them is like in like that little wrapper. Those are basically just like, pure sugar, essentially. It kind of tasted like a Smartie.
Yeah.
It tasted like a Smartie, if you know what those are.
Smarties are basically pure sugar, so yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one, I love these. They're called Yatsuhashi. Apparently they're super popular in Kyoto. It's basically a little blob of red bean paste covered in dough and like kind of drizzled with cinnamon and sugar. And,
yay.
Oh my god, they're so good. We bought them. I had one yesterday, right before I called you.
Yay.
But it was absolutely delicious. Oh my god, that was so good. I'm gonna go eat one.
Do you like red beans? I love red beans.
Red bean paste. It tasted like red bean paste with like raw cookie dough.
That does sound good.
It was so good. So good. Highly recommend it if you go to Kyoto. Get Yatsuhashi. Super tasty. And moving on. Okay, Fushimi Inari Taisho. So this is a shrine in Kyoto that it's considered the principal Inari shrine. Inari shrine are basically little small shrines that you can find in cities. They usually just have an offering box, don't even have an area to wash your hands or any of that. They're usually not attended by a person. It's just an offering shrine. They're very small, they're all over Japan, all over, especially the bigger cities. But this is the most important one of the Inari shrines. Inari means fox, so it's a fox shrine for those who don't know. This shrine specifically...
What makes it a fox shrine?
Well, there are foxes all over it.
Oh.
There's foxes right there. There's foxes right here.
Any reason? Like, are there real foxes that go around? Or
I didn't see any real foxes.
Are they just cool?
But foxes are like guardian spirits.
Okay.
I don't know all the fox lore, I'm afraid. But anyways, this shrine is unique because it's known for the mountain, which is the entire mountain is the shrine, because you walk up the shrine and there are tens of thousands of torii gates as you go up. This image on the left that I took, this is what the entire climb looks like. Going up.
Very rainy.
Yeah, it was raining when I went up. So the entire shrine is just jungle and torii gates, and it was sweaty and it was humid and it was brilliant.
Maybe we should not go during the summer again.
Yeah, I would not recommend going during the summer. It's hot. About halfway up the shrine, there was this graveyard right here. That's what this is.
Nice.
And at the very top is this image on the right. It's this shrine right here. By the way, there is a reason to go up to the top. There is right behind me, where I was when I took this picture, there's a little shop where you can buy exclusive items that are only sold at this shrine at the top of the mountain. So, in case you want to get the, what is it called? The sugimi? It's basically a hand towel.
What are the exclusive items that you can get at this shop?
It's a hand towel. Yeah, it's I think, what is it called? The sugimi? I have it right now. Tenugui, that's it. Tenugui. And they're like basically little hand towels that you can either use as a towel or you can hang them for decoration. And I got two of them. But there's an exclusive one that you can only find at the top of this mountain. So if you're willing to do the climb, it's not easy. It takes a 2-hour climb up, 2 hours down. Go for it.
No, let's do the climb again.
I don't want to do the climb again.
Dang it.
Here's more of the shrine. This image on the left was... this is what the bottom of the shrine looks like. So right before you start climbing up the mountain. And after I did the climb, I went to this restaurant on the bottom, and I got this breakfast platter because I didn't eat before I went to the shrine,
really
which was a
good.
huge mistake. I did not eat before I went up the mountain, which was a big mistake. There are no bathrooms on the way up, by the way, so just so you know.
I bet you felt that.
But yeah, well, I didn't eat beforehand, so I didn't have to go anyway. But I ate this afterwards, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
That looks really good.
Yeah,
That
it
looks
was good.
so good.
Actually, while I was at this restaurant, the power went out like halfway through, like our time there. So the second half of this meal, I was in complete darkness. It was getting kind of rainy, so... Did I not take a picture of the halfway point? I probably didn't. Okay. But the halfway...
you need to take more pictures, mister.
I took like 200 pictures while I was there. You were in the call while I was sorting through them. There was like...
Not enough.
Okay, so Kyoto. This is a ramen place I went to when I was in Kyoto. It wasn't... I got it wrong. It's not called izakaya. It's called ichiran. Or ichiban, sorry, which means number one ramen, or top ramen. Not top ramen. Like the best ramen, essentially, that's what it means. But this is a I didn't take that picture on the bottom. I should probably clarify. I didn't take that picture, but I did take the other two. It's located in an alley, kind of like off the side of a street. And it's one of those places, you might have seen videos of them, but it's basically you could sit down at like a little cubicle thing, and you don't have to talk to anyone while you're there. You fill out a little form they give you, or actually no. When you walk in, you order what ramen you want. Then you fill out a form when you sit down, which has like all the toppings and everything. You give that to the chef, and then they make your ramen for you. It's very simple. You don't have to speak to a single person while you're there. It's great. But easily the coolest part of this.
Great, he says.
There were two really cool parts of this store. One was this water dispenser on the left. You can dispense your own water, however much you want, which was amazing.
Yeah, I imagine you didn't get that everywhere.
No. Especially because their cups are microscopic. They use here. The little cups they give you for water are tiny, so you're constantly going to be asking for more. Especially because of how humid it is, you're going to be thirsty a lot.
Well, just bite the air. There's water there.
Yeah, you can just suck the water out of the air like a straw. But another cool thing about this place was on their menu they offered spiciness levels. I got a level 8 ramen, which is like they only offer up to level 10 for like first-time visitors. Now, I consider myself to have a pretty high spice tolerance, but that was like, that was pretty strong, level 8. And apparently, if you go to the restaurant a second time, you're allowed to order above level 10. I should probably say they never said there was a limit to how spicy you can make it. So I assume you can go as high as you want, which is funny to think about.
Well, what do you think your limit is?
I don't know. Level 8 was pretty strong for me. Level 8 was pretty strong.
For you?
Next time I go, I want to try level 10.
Oh.
Next time I'm definitely going to try level 10, because I'm absolutely going here again. This place is awesome.
Yeah, because you don't have to talk to anyone.
Also, the food was good too, and it was cheap.
Does look good.
Yeah, it was very, very
What
tasty.
exactly did you order there?
They basically what you do is you offer, when you go to like the little like tablet at the front where you get your main ticket with the ramen and everything, you don't actually order which bowl you want. You instead order your toppings, because all the ramens are the same. So when you're at the board, you just select, which meat you want.
Okay.
Some people just don't have feeling in their tongues anymore. Yeah, I am curious what the limit is. If I put like 200 on my slip, what are they gonna do?
They're just gonna feed you like a chili pepper. You get your soup and it's gonna be blood red.
I did kind of want to go to one of those places, because there are places which specialize in spicy ramens. Yeah, but anyways,
wait, why didn't you go? That sounds exactly like something you would go to.
Well, I didn't have time, frankly. Even this place, I split off for the rest of my group to go here. It was raining when I went here. I had to walk through the rain without an umbrella. It was an experience.
You really need those umbrellas, huh?
It was an experience.
You need an umbrella for everything.
Well, yeah. Well, like a rain umbrella, not a UV umbrella.
Oh yeah, I think those are technically different, but...
But yeah, it was good. I recommend this place. It's called Ichiban. It was very, very, very tasty. Oh yeah, I cut myself off, didn't I say? You order your meat at the front. And you just kind of... That's why the meat is separate in this picture. In case you're wondering. Yeah, so you order your meat at the front. I got an egg on the side, which is why this is my first picture I took. Which, in hindsight, this image is absolutely hysterical, because it looks like I just ordered an egg.
Yeah, yummy. That's what I thought. You'd like, what's with the little egg? Is that something else other than an egg?
Anyways, moving on. Oh, Nara time. So Nara, what is Nara known for? We'll take a wild guess.
It's known for grass.
Yeah, they're known for their grass and their government buildings. That's what this building is here, if you're wondering. This is a government building. Nara is an experience, because it feels like you're being thrown into what do you call it? It feels like you're being thrown onto like a roller coaster, if that makes sense, or like a theme park attraction. Especially when I went, because it started raining halfway through and everybody was in a rush. It was funny though. Yes, there's deer everywhere. The entire area smells like deer shit, by the way. Which probably is not that surprising, but there are deer everywhere. And I was trying to find, well, it wasn't just me, the rest of us, we were trying to find, because there you can get crackers to feed the deer. But we could not, for the life of us, find where they sold the crackers. We saw people had them, but we didn't know where to buy them, so we ended up not getting to feed the deer.
Couldn't you just have asked them where they got them?
Well, also the rain was starting, and none of us wanted it, and the deer were starting to retreat away from the rain.
Yeah.
In this picture in the middle, actually, this is kind of funny. The deer, somebody started playing music. So all the deer were like walking toward this random guy playing music.
Yeah, wait. I'll bring a musical instrument and you bring one and we'll play for the deer.
Lucky Star intensifies. Yes,
Wait,
they were.
You said you could feed the deer, so are they domesticated?
Yeah,
Or
they're
wild?
domesticated.
Oh, can you pet them?
Yeah, well, yeah, they might like,
Yay.
you know, they'll probably turn away from you, but yeah, you can pet them.
Oh, the deer are shy even in Japan.
Yep.
That's awful.
I mean, these ones like will like walk up and all that too. It's pretty cool.
Yay.
I feel like there's one more thing I wanted to mention about Nara. Oh, well.
Besides deer, is there anything else?
We didn't spend a lot of time in Nara. We like got on the train and be like, all right, this is cool, and then we left.
What?
Because it was raining and it was getting dark, and we hadn't eaten at that point. Whatever.
We gotta go at a different time that's not summer.
Yeah. The whole area smelled like deer shit, so some of us were complaining. Which, like, come on, what did you expect with the deer capital of the world?
I guess I was gonna call like you California boys, but that for some reason seems kind of bad.
What's that supposed to mean? Anyways. The Nintendo Museum. This was the disappointment of the century.
Wow, look at that museum.
So we went, it was absolutely pouring rain. Pouring rain. Yeah, so when you get in, you know, they do all this stuff, and this is what the museum I can only describe as, it's like two levels. There's two main levels. There's the top level, which is like where they have like a collection which shows off all the games and everything, other consoles and stuff, and then the bottom level where you can actually play stuff. The problem is that there were far too many people. Like, oh my god, there were so many people. The bottom level specifically, where all the games were, the only game that I played while I was there, because they only let you play 5 games, I think. That's how much they give you on your little like card they give you. They give you 5 games you can play. The only game I got to play was fucking Balloon Fight. Or like the
what happened to all the other games?
they were all taken. People were playing them. And there were lines. Like massive lines.
What were the games you could play? Because I see it's the Switch too, so maybe they are new games.
Well, no, this is the top level, so this is where they were showing off all their stuff. And the bottom level was mostly like, you know, NES, SNES. I think there was what is it called? N64? I think there was one. But I didn't get to do any of it because of, you know, lines. And there was like,
too
you know,
many people.
far too many people.
You didn't take any pictures of anything else at the gallery?
They didn't let you. They only let you take a picture of the Nintendo Switch 2 stand.
Sure.
Which I decided to, you know, try to get into everything else I could. So you can kind of see, I think that's the Game Boy display back there. And I think it's the Game Boy displays to the right, and that's the Switch display to the left, I think.
Oh, those are so similar to each other.
Well, yeah, because the entire area, basically, if you start from where the Game Boy display is, and you go to the right and you circle around, it's basically a big history.
It's in order.
Yeah, it's in order. And it was cool, I guess. I wouldn't go again, because there's just far too many people, but it was interesting. There was this, they had a cafe, which was kind of interesting, a Nintendo cafe. I did take pictures of it, but I didn't include them here. But it was very, very expensive. Which I don't think surprises even a single person here. Wow, the Nintendo cafe is expensive? I know, right? But there was a vending machine, which I think this is a good chance to talk about vending machines in Japan. I found this vending machine funny because it's Kirby. But yeah, vending machines are everywhere. They're cheap. They're really good. Their water is like 100 yen. They're everywhere. You can get anything in a vending machine. I didn't see any of the super crazy ones. Like, yeah, I've seen people talk about online, like, oh, you could get like a fucking sheet music vending machine.
A brand new car.
Yeah, you can get some crazy stuff. The wildest vending machine I saw while I was there was freshly squeezed orange juice. But that's probably
not that wild.
I know, right? But I mean, it squeezes the orange juice for you.
Okay, well, that is kind of cool.
But I think that that's mainly because all the crazy ones are in like the more, how would I describe it? They're mostly in Tokyo. I think most of them are in Tokyo. And they're also not in the very populated areas, or not very popular areas of Tokyo, I would think. But regardless, I didn't see any of the super crazy ones. I'm sorry?
I want to go see them. Let's go look at them.
Yeah, sure. I bet there's like a travel guide you could find.
Yay.
To find all the crazy ones. I found this sign funny. It says, touch me gently. There's like some toads over here where you can take a picture.
And you can touch them gently.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Moving on.
You're just not allowed to take a picture of the toad, but you can take a picture of the sign that says, touch me gently.
Well, there were also people constantly taking pictures in front of the toads. And I didn't want to take pictures of some random people.
Wait, this is awesome. What is this?
So this is Kinkakuji, which is the Golden Pavilion. That's what it translates to. It's a temple that is plated with, I think, actual gold. Not a lot, though, but like actual... Or is it gold?
It does look like real gold.
But it is gold colored. It was raining when I went there. So that was wonderful. It's very, very naturey, very, very picturesque. So this is the main temple in the middle. It's floating on the water. It's very pretty. And then you can kind of walk around the side of it. And there's a building right here, which is where this picture was taken. Here you can see what the interior looks like, as well as what it looks like in different seasons. It's pretty cool. There's what it looks like in winter.
Yeah, wait. The winter one looks so awesome.
And this is what the interior looks like, which I guess the interior is also plated with gold, which, okay, that's cool.
Wait, what's like the story behind this? Why is there so much gold?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that this used to be a retreat for the Emperor of Japan. He would go here to escape, or to like calm down, basically. Or to like, go on vacation, essentially. I think that's what this used to be. But it is considered a very, very holy site.
It does look like real gold too, because even though it's raining, the thing about gold is that it doesn't degrade, and that thing looks spotless.
Yeah. But yeah, these are just some pictures of nature. This area, this waterfall right here, is apparently called the Dragon's Gate. And it said that a dragon rests inside of the waterfall.
Whoa.
Which is pretty cool.
I want to go meet him.
Yeah. And then this right here, this is... You could probably take a guess. You throw coins, and there's a little pool of water right here. And if you land it in the pool of water, you get good stuff. And the higher the amount of the coin that you throw in, the better your luck, I guess. The better you do. I did land it in with a 100 yen coin, which is the second highest coin.
Whoa, you must be so lucky.
I am very proud of. I did land it in the little thing. I'm very proud of that. And then there's just another piece of nature right here. I don't remember what this was called, why I took this picture, but it's pretty. It's very, very pretty.
That's good enough reason to take the picture. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, this is probably one of the only things I would go and see again because, like, wow.
Yeah, wait, I want to go see it too. Gold-plated building. That's awesome.
You can get really close to it too. Like, you see this person's umbrella right here? Right here? That's a person.
Yeah, wait, let's go.
Yeah, sure. I'll bring you along.
Especially in the winter.
Itsukushima. So I didn't spend a lot of time we didn't spend like a whole day in near this area, but we spent we did spend a half day in Itsukushima. Itsukushima, for those who don't know, is a shrine off the coast of Miyajima, which is a small island, which is like kind of near Hiroshima. We spent like a day on Miyajima, and it was a lot. We went on a Sunday, which turns out was a mistake, but also not a mistake, because of, what do you call it? These performers right here. There was a lot of people, but because there's a lot of people on Sunday specifically, they put on live performances of an ancient Japanese traditional art called bungaku, which is basically a dance where there is very interesting music playing, and there's dance and music. If you're curious, the one that was playing specifically when I arrived was a bungaku performance called Nasori, which is about I think 2 dragons. It's like a mating dance, I think, between dragons. That's kind of cool. It's called Nasori. Yeah, so Itsukushima Shrine it's a torii gate that's floating on the water. It's pretty cool. It was hot. There's a lot of people. And it's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go see it again if I was to go back. Or maybe I'd go again when there were less people. Because I waited 30 minutes in a line to get the Goshuin here. Which was the longest I waited for one of them. But yeah, this is Miyajima is interesting. Maybe I would go back, actually, because there was a lot on the island I didn't really get to see. I only really got to see the shrine, but you could explore the entire island. There's like hiking, and there's more shrines on the island, too. It's not just this. I should have seen more of it, but oh well. It was getting late, and yeah. So we didn't really get to spend much time. Moving on. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about with Itsukushima. So you may notice these people in the water. Apparently, you can actually rent out a canoe, and you can go under it in a canoe. And they even give you like the rice hats.
Under it?
You can go under it. And apparently, they give you like the rice hats and everything. It's pretty cool.
Fun.
Moving on. Oh, Himeji. So this is when we were going back to Tokyo for the flight. We stopped by Himeji Castle. Which is one of the only original castles that still stands in Japan. Like I don't think it's been majorly refurbished ever since its original construction. And it's famous.
Looks like you're allowed to go inside too.
You are, yeah. You are, and it's famous because of its white walls. These beautiful, beautiful white walls. And yes, you are allowed to go inside. And before I was like, yeah, it's cool, it's a castle. But when you go out, you're thinking like, wow, that was a fucking genius. This is a wonder of the world in architecture. When you see because they make sure they spend a lot of time talking about how it was built, like the structure of the building itself. And it is pretty complex. It's really complex. Essentially, the entire frame of the castle rests on 2 big beams that go through the center. And by the way, when was this thing built? Let me look this up. This is not a modern building. Himeji Castle
I was gonna ask
construction. It was constructed in 346 or 1346, so over almost 700 years ago.
That's a pretty big difference.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Oh, no, 1600s. It was 1601 to 1609 is when it was. Okay, yeah, sorry. Still, that's 400 years. And so in the 1600s, this was before, America really before Japan was like a modern country, really. Before, Matthew Perry came in and all that. But yeah, the entire structure of this thing, they even have weapons inside. These are muskets on the bottom right here. Are you covering that one? You're not. Okay, no, but there are muskets here.
I just thought that was a ladder, but those are guns.
Nope, those are guns. They have spears and all that. Apparently these are real, but they're not loaded. These were at some point real weapons. They have like armor on display and swords and all that. They didn't allow you to take pictures of all that though.
What?
I know. But yeah, this was super cool. And the best part is that after we went into the castle, we went into a garden.
Yeah, garden.
So this garden, I don't think it was actually called Himeji Garden. It was called like the Emperor's Walk or something like that. But it was basically 13 different gardens, each of them with a different theme.
Did you go to all 13?
Uh-huh, we did.
Yay.
So these first 4 are from like the entryway. And this one is from the bamboo garden. Sorry, I didn't take many pictures of the other gardens because I was too busy enjoying nature instead of being on my phone.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah, these are all koi fish. Apparently this koi fish right here is of a breed. It's called the royal koi, I think it's called, but it's bred specifically to have all these splotches on it, specifically for the emperor.
Well, it does look really cool, so yeah.
Yeah, they're super, super cool. You got to walk across this stone bridge right here, which I thought was super cool. No supports. If you fall off, it's your fault. Yeah, it was something. I would definitely go back to this garden. Maybe not when it's so hot, but absolutely I'd go back again. I wonder what it looks like in winter.
I want to look at it too.
When it's snowing. Because I think it does snow in Kyoto
doesn't
for a
freeze
little
over.
bit. It does snow a little bit in Kyoto, I think. And moving on. Okay, yeah. So now we're getting into the end of it. So this is just like the general shrines. So just some of the shrines I went to. None of these are related to each other. These are all just like little small shrines I went to because I did go to a lot of shrines. This one was in Kyoto. It was right next to my hotel. Actually, all of these were in Kyoto, weren't they? Yeah, all 4 of these. And this picture I just got off of Google Images just to show off the omamori shops again, because they all kind of look like this. You know, where you can get your traffic safety charms or whatever. But yeah, these are all just super cool shrines going on. This is a Buddhist one. It had a giant statue of Buddha right here. This shrine right here on the bottom right had a festival that they were setting up for when I got there. So there were like people were setting up stalls and all that. I didn't get to check it out when it was live, but I wish I did. This temple at the top right, the shrine maiden actually lived at the temple. Most of them temples, the people live there, but this one specifically was a really old lady who lives in this building right here on the right. So we had to ring a buzzer for her to come out, and she comes wobbling out. It was interesting. It was super cool. super, super old Japanese lady. She was so nice. And then this
What do you call her for? What does she do for you?
I'm sorry?
What does she do for you once you call her?
Oh, we called her for the Goshuin and also to purchase a charm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was super nice. Super, super, super nice lady. And then this top left one, I think that this training ground, this is used for, what do you call it? No, not this. The inside of this building right here, though, is used for kendo displays, because they had a kendo display up. I think that's what was going on, but they had like a little arena, like performance area. There's a little area in the center raised up of it. It was cool though. And you can go and walk around inside. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. This temple, yeah, had big Buddha on it. Yeah, more shrines. This is actually the last shrine I visited when I was in Japan. It's called Hanazono. It's in Shinjuku. Visited right before I got on the flight back. Not really much to say here. I just thought it'd be a nice inclusion. This is where I got my last Goshuin to fill up half the book. And yeah, this This is in Shinjuku, which was in Tokyo. Yeah, it was very, very nice. I like this shrine a lot. Not my favorite I went to, but I like this one specifically.
It has really big colors.
Yeah, very, very colorful. Then there's just lastly some other stuff from Japan I wanted to mention. Start from the left. This is just some more food I ate while I was there. This is my Eki Bento I got when I went on the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kyoto. Eki Bento means basically train lunch box, for those who don't know. And it was good. It was good. I got a karaage one. So fried chicken, essentially. And this little, like, putty thing, I think it was mayonnaise, I think it was. It was good, though. It was very, very tasty. It was like a sour mayonnaise. I'm not sure what it was. This thing right here at the bottom, this is a buffet that we went to. Not exactly sure why we went here specifically, but it was good. It was expensive, but it was good. There's a really good view of Tokyo from it, too. I should have taken a picture.
Oh my goodness.
This is a banana case. It's a case for your banana. In case you need a case for one.
I don't know if my banana will fit in there. I have a pretty big banana.
Yeah, that's another thing actually. It's very, very suited to a specific size of banana.
Yeah.
If yours is even slightly different, then like, it's not gonna fit.
Like if your banana isn't that curvy, then it might not fit in there too.
This was I took this picture in a store called Don Quixote, which is kind of like, I mentioned it a second ago earlier. It's basically Japanese Walmart. Apparently there's a couple in the States, and I think there's one in Singapore as well. But it's cool. It's a neat little, it's like a superstore. It's cool. I bought a bag there, the souvenir bag I used. And then lastly, when we were in Tokyo, we went to one of the restaurants we went to was called Hard Rock Cafe, and it was essentially the most American diner I've been in.
And you went to it in Japan?
One of the other people in my group wanted to go to it specifically.
Why?
I don't know, but the menu was American. The waiter didn't have the Japanese accent, so I can tell that they were from the States when speaking English.
Yeah, that's where I've seen. I see Hard Rock Cafe in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but this is a jacket worn by Jimi Hendrix. Apparently they also had a thing worn by Michael Jackson there, but I didn't get to see that. It was on the second level. It was on the second level, and by the time that I heard that it existed, we were on our way out, so whatever.
What?
Whatever. We'll
go
go
looking around.
I'm sorry?
You didn't go looking around at all I guess maybe you're not into rock music, but...
No, I'm not a rock music person. And then I think the
you got the Jimi Hendrix code. That's awesome.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to mention was just a couple travel tips I have if you're gonna go, or anyone who's watching. So my first one is, as soon as you get off the plane, go to a konbini, get cash, an umbrella, a towel, and a coin purse. You can find these at any store, or I guess cash you get from an ATM, but you should get one of these, get these things, especially a hand towel and an umbrella if you are coming in the summer. Because you're going to be sweating, it's going to be hot, you're going to think, oh, I don't need them, but you're going to need them, trust me. And a coin purse is just useful to carry around. Because the Japanese, the yen uses 100 and 500 coins. Those you're going to get a lot of those, and you're going to need them. But, yeah. Actually, got a funny story related to the coin purse. I bought my coin purse when I was in Kyoto, and I actually ended up mistaking it. I didn't buy a coin purse. Turns out I bought a cigarette pouch. Which I thought...
What is a cigarette pouch?
It looks like a coin purse, but it's slightly bigger, because you're supposed to put a cigarette box inside of it. I thought it was just a coin pouch, which was bigger. But, okay, whatever. I don't smoke, but
Now
that'll
you just
be
have a cigarette pouch.
that'll be nice, I guess. Hey, actually, I feel like I got the last laugh though. The other people in the group laughed at me, but I got a bigger coin purse and I paid the same price. So I think
That's
I won in
cool.
the end. But yeah, cash, UV umbrella, hand towel, and coin purse. Get those. Second tip, keep left everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, keep to the left. When you're walking on the sidewalk, keep to the left. If you're going up an escalator, keep to the left. If you're driving a car, keep to the left.
I don't think we'd be allowed to drive a car there anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But everywhere you go, apparently except for Osaka, I didn't go to Osaka, but apparently apparently there you don't keep to the left, you keep to the right, which is very random.
Well, you keep to the right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there, I guess you keep to the left.
Third one, bring or buy an extra bag for souvenirs. I bought one when I was there, and I bought one specifically that folds outwards, so it's easy to pack, because it folds up super tight when there's nothing inside of it, but it gets super big. I highly suggest bringing one of those specifically for souvenirs, mainly so that you're not carrying around all that stuff everywhere you go, especially if you're going to go to an arcade or you're going to get a bunch of super heavy stuff. Bring a bag and then check it when you're on your flight back. Just check the bag. I think Japan Airlines allows you to check one bag for free, so if you're going to carry around all your clothing,
Whoa.
then yeah.
Maybe like I'll bring 1 or 2 bags.
I brought a backpack and a suitcase, and I guess I brought another bag on the way home. That's what I've been. I feel like I packed perfectly. Next point is, yeah, learn a bit of Japanese. Just a little amount will get you far. Because the people there, I've heard, if it's better to speak broken Japanese than expecting the people to speak English. Because they can, generally, most people can understand a little bit of English, but it's much easier for them to understand what you're trying to say, even if you're speaking like the most broken Japanese possible. Just learn a little bit, take a couple lessons on Duolingo or whatever. Just a small amount, you know. Just something to get you by. Number 5. Keep a Goshuin show in a stamp book. So this is the thing I mentioned earlier, the Goshuin show. Goshuin show just means a Goshuin book. To keep calligraphy for the shrines and temples and all that. And also get a stamp book, a separate book. Do not mix Goshuin and stamp books. That's bad luck.
What's the difference?
Goshuin's open like an accordion, stamp books open like a normal book.
Do they say on the front of them what they
sorry?
are? Do they say what they are on them?
Also, Goshuins are only sold in temples. Buy a Goshuin when you get to Japan as well. Don't buy one online beforehand. They're going to be cheaper in Japan. You're going to be able to get one which looks nicer and is better quality. And it's cheaper. Get one when you go to a shrine. Every shrine sells Goshuin books. Stamp books, I literally just brought a notebook from home, and I use that. You know, like a spiral notebook. Just do one of those. Learn enough Japanese to get Josued. Yeah.
Teach me Japanese. I think I could learn it in a year.
A year? That's very generous. Number 6.
Yeah, but I can read.
Number 6, bring a good pair of shoes for walking, because you're going to be walking a lot. And do not make the same mistake I did and bring around your stuff everywhere you go. Because you're going to be walking around a lot. I brought my Switch everywhere I went for some reason. I didn't keep it at the hotel. That was a mistake. Big mistake.
What?
I don't know why I kept it with me, but I did. I didn't keep it at my hotel, so my back was tired the entire time. And I know you're thinking, oh, Switch isn't very heavy, but you know, it's going to feel heavy when it's on your back for, 15 hours straight. And you're walking around, and it's hot, and you're sweaty. But keep all your stuff at home. Just pack what you need, which is usually just going to be a towel, your books, maybe a pencil if you really need it, and then your wallet, your phone, and all that.
I might bring a camera.
Pack a very light. Oh yes, a camera's good too. And of course, pack a good pair of
That's
walking
very light,
shoes.
though.
I actually bought a new pair of shoes specifically for this trip. And and they're great. They're great. I do
How
not
did they
regret
do?
one
Were
moment
they-
of it.
Are they full of holes now?
I'm sorry?
Are they full of holes now? Are they good shoes?
Probably. Then my last piece,
Probably.
and then my last piece of advice: get a Suica card. Suica is basically a credit card, or not a debit card that most, like I know Apple offers it, the Apple Wallet app, they offer it, but it's basically a little card that you can use. Every train station in Japan accepts it, and most vending machines accept it, and that's pretty much it. But if you're like, use a credit card for everything else, like your normal credit card, but use a Suica for the train and that. Because I recommend Suica specifically because it's super easy to load money. It's super easy to get everything working and get it all that up and running. And once you're done, and once you're like, you're out and about, it's super easy to use. I highly, highly, highly recommend Suica.
How is this different than like just using cash?
Train stations do not accept cash.
I see. And do they not accept like a normal credit card?
No. No, you have to scan in, like whenever you're going through a like a security checkpoint. You have to.
What's like special about a Suica card? Do you know?
You can load it on your phone, or you can get a physical card. All you have to do is literally just scan it when you're walking in. How do I describe
I just don't
it?
like understand why it's separate from everything else.
Here, can I like
why not accept credit card instead of this?
Japanese train station? Okay, so this is what they all look like right here. This is what they look like when you walk in, right? What you do is there's like this little like touch screen right here. And you will you'll literally just have to scan your phone screen to it and it'll accept it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to insert anything, none of that. All you have to do is insert it onto here.
I imagine they get a lot of traffic, so it needs to be as quick as possible.
Yep. But yeah, that's the way to go. Suica is amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. And with that, I end my presentation. Thank you.
Well, you never talked about kawaii culture.
Oh yeah, kawaii culture. I got sick of it.
This is so sad.
Everywhere you go in Japan, it is kawaii culture. Everywhere you go. Everything you look at is kawaii culture. And I don't even mean like, the kawaii culture everyone knows. Like, Hello Kitty, or Sanrio, or Chikawa, or any of that shit. I mean like just general kawaii shit. Everything is that. And eventually you just kind of get sick of it, especially because things start to blend together. And start to look a little bit more bleak. But yeah,
I can't believe it.
in general,
Talk about it like it's some sort of like it's a curse.
no, it's fine.
It's like
if you're into it,
winter.
if you're into it, then you're into it. But like, I personally, I got sick of it, especially in Tokyo, because it's everywhere. Everywhere you go, it is all about, making things cute, making things kawaii or whatever. But yeah, I got sick of it. If you're into it, that's totally fine. Do whatever you want. I got sick of it. And then I got sick when I got back. The flight back was very uneventful.
Yeah.
I watched
You're
Ratatouille, and that was
cursed
the
by
only
Hawaii.
interesting thing that happened. I also watched Coco, that movie. I watched that on the flight back.
How long did you stay there?
It's in Japan?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks. I was there for about 2 weeks.
Because you kept saying that you didn't have enough time to do X, Y, Z. So maybe.
Well, yeah,
you
because my
stay a
schedule's
little longer.
packed.
Gotta loosen up a little bit. Gotta stay there for a month, maybe.
A month? Wow. Okay. But yeah, I'm now back, so I'm gonna get back to streaming. Hooray!
Yippee! And you're also not sick.
Oh, I'm still kind of sick. We'll see about that.
Never mind.
But I'll get better. I'll get better.
Yay.
I'll probably stream again on Wednesday. Get back into the music stuff.
Oh yeah, you got good music luck now.
I'm sorry?
You have good music luck now. You're gonna do
Yep.
so well.
Yeah, so that's how my trip went. It was good. I recommend it. Just follow for future peoples who want to go to Japan. Don't go during the summer. Oh my god. It was unbearably hot. There were so many tourists. Don't go during the summer. That's, I think, my number one tip. Number one
And
tip.
when are we gonna go? Winter?
I would go during the winter or the fall. The fall, I hear, is the best time to go because that's when it's cheapest.
Yeah, but when do I have time during the fall to just take a bunch of time off?
Do you have like a month which you're doing nothing? I don't know.
I don't have that kind of time in the fall. The fall's super busy.
I would go during the winter as well. But it gets a
Yeah,
little bit
winter
more
would be good.
touristy there then. But the weather's nice.
Yay! Or maybe you can go during the summer, but not when it's rainy.
The
Maybe
rain actually
months. You
was...
did go during what? June, July.
Yeah, June, July.
Dang. Well, that makes sense why it was so rainy then.
Yeah, that's the rainy season. Well, it's part of it. Their rainy season is, I think, in... No, it is over summer, isn't it? It's monsoon season. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when that is. I'm not Japanese. But yeah. Very, very, very lovely trip.
Except for all the sweatiness.
Except for all the sweatiness. Just get an umbrella and a towel and you'll be good. I actually kept leaving my towels everywhere I went. I kept leaving them back at the hotel. So when I got back, I collected all my towels and I have like 5 different ones sitting in front of me. I used at different points in the trip.
Cool. Do they have nice designs in them?
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah, they do. I mean, one of them does. No, the others are just solid colors. Oh, whoops. Is there any other questions? I would be happy to answer.
When are we going?
I don't know. When are you free?
No.
Give me like a year to decompress first. Give me a
Yeah,
while to
well, that makes
decompress.
a lot of sense.
Then I'll head
It's a
over
whole
with
new
you.
place. I'll find you in California first.
Sure.
Japan.
Oh, Japan.
And plus the yen is super weak now, so we can get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a good time to go because you can get it pretty cheap. Everything's cheap. I actually still have my coin purse. Let me see how much I have left in coins.
And you have stuff left.
Sorry, not my coin purse, my cigarette pouch.
Oh yeah, for all your cigarettes that you have.
For all my cigs. Okay. I think I have, what, 500 in here still? By the way, if you've never felt a 1 yen coin, they actually feel like plastic.
What is 1 yen? That doesn't sound like a whole lot.
It's like a penny, basically.
Well, how much is 1 yen compared to $1?
Not much. Barely
It's
anything.
less than a cent. 1/7 of a cent, even just a little bit less.
1/7 of a cent. Yeah, but the 1 yen coins actually feel like plastic. Because I think they're actually made of aluminum. Like the stuff that tin cans are made of. Or aluminum cans.
You mean aluminum cans?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I'm sick. My head's been not in the right space.
What's wrong? Is it because you're too sick?
Uh-huh. Yep. Maybe it is plastic. Yeah, the shopkeepers just gave me fake coins just to fuck with me. Let's confuse the stupid gaijin.
Yeah, they have coins just to confuse tourists.
I'd be surprised if the 1 yen coin actually is cost effective to make. It might be, honestly, because it's made of a super cheap material.
Yeah, it costs 1 yen to make.
Like the US penny, I think, is made of copper, isn't it?
I think it's mostly zinc, but it's like plated in copper, because, well, they needed to make it cheaper.
Which, don't get me wrong, copper it's a metal, so it's not exactly, you know, priceless, but it's not very much either.
So in zinc.
I have
It costs
about
more to make pennies than to manufacture them, which I don't really see that as a bad thing, but apparently that's a really bad thing.
I have about 300 yen in coins still.
Wow, that's so much yen. 300 of them, which is apparently $2. You could get a Snickers, maybe 2.
Except you probably can't because I don't think they sell Snickers in Japan.
Yeah, I thought so. But I could try. You don't like sodas, but I like sodas. I'll try the sodas.
True, yeah.
And then you'll never see me again once you enter a shopping district.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to take you to Takashita Street. Or Nishiki Market or any of that. Because I'm afraid that I'll just lose you forever.
Yeah, I'll be consumed by them, and they will consume me.
You will
But
fall.
it will be very awesome.
You are a slave to consumerism.
I am a slave to consumerism, and I like it.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream right about there. I'll stream again on Wednesday because, you know, I'm back.
You have stuff to do.
Yeah, I have music to work on. I haven't opened MuseScore in a while.
No, open it right now.
Open it right now?
Yeah, just to open it. Feel the fresh air of the computer fall onto you.
Just get blasted with air from the screen. Okay then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It has truly been, and I hope to see you all again on Wednesday for more music. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, please have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, goodbye.
Bye-bye.